Well, now we're in the king's chamber. What are we going to do here? Panty raid.
Those seats built in the window were usually the only furniture in a tower. Furniture was rare, or reserved for the aristocracy, like our king here. In fact, if you did have furniture, it was generally a flat chest that doubled as a bench. You know, I bet when Liberace died, he came here.
Give that joke an AA plus. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about.
What lovely candelabras. I wish my brother George was here.
Tapestries were used a lot as wall coverings to warm up rooms. The illustrations usually depicted historical moments such as great battles or biblical scenes. That is actually a pretty nice depiction of a castle under siege. Guess another good example of life imitating art, wouldn't you say? Except for the 20-foot knights, of course.
You gotta tell him. You gotta tell him. Soylent gruel is made out of people.
Soylent gruel is made out of people.
Oh, I can't believe this. I don't know how many times I told the movers the bedspread should be done in taupe.
Hey, nice chest.
See, he's making the joke too. It's okay. This doesn't open. And I don't think our key opens that either. But just in case. Nope. No, it doesn't work. So we came in over there. Did we? Oh my gosh. Nope. We did not come in here. And I'm afraid that we are going to fall out the window if we do that. But I'm actually curious, so let's check it out. Oh, that's kind of cool. Yeah, it's just... Well, it looks like something from a Half-Life level I would have built. Is that... No, it's just a thing. Alright, we're moving on. Go back to Arthur because he's fun. Go over here. No, we can't. Okay, that's quite the wide turn, my friend. Oh, look at that. You got to get, of course, eye level again. That's the only way to look at a lock. But that looks pretty close. Doesn't it? Yes. Am I missing something? Shatogyad. Pretty sure. Alright, well. Interesting. I'm gonna check a couple other things out here. Oh, what's that? How did I know that was there? Because I've played this game when I was 10. That's why. How? I don't know if that does anything or not. So I figured out my touchpad's a little touchy, like it's being weird. Sometimes it doesn't register at all, and sometimes it double clicks apparently. Why does this not work? What the heck? Yeah. Whatever. I guess that's really not going to do much for right now. So why don't we come back to that and we'll see. Well, you know what? Did that open the chest at all? Maybe it opened the chest. It did not. So let's leave because I'm just upset. Yeah, we're getting out of here. Is that a keg? You know, one time, so I had a party bus, a couple party buses for my birthday party. A couple of years, and one of my friends brought his own pony keg, like from Warcraft. And he just sat there with this little keg like it was a baby. That's locked. That's a very satisfying locked sound. And he kept drinking it the whole night. Just kept pulling glass out of it. And we almost died. But it was a good time. So I'd recommend a party bus as long as your liver can take it. This is a long-ass friggin' tower. Let's see what's going on. Is this one locked, or are we okay? Oh, yeah. It's a study, and it's beautiful.
This must be the study. When the king stayed here, it would be his throne room. In his absence, it would be used for receiving visitors, and right now, I would guess, planning the defense of the castle.
It reminds me of... I don't know. I mean, not reminds me, but it makes me think of something that inspired me for Oblivion. I did some really cool mods for Oblivion. I did a bunch of different levels and things like that, and that was a lot of fun. And this was something that I would definitely say was something that inspired it. Not a lot to see of anything out there. That's a nice fireplace. But, okay, thought I could see the little crest above it, but what do we have here? Burned letter. Now, can we translate? Yes, we can. February 27th, 1204. So actually just last month. Actually, like, what, a week and a half ago. I am grieved to have learned that my relief did not succeed. My relief plan did not succeed. Philip's troops have proven to be more formidable than I anticipated. Nevertheless, it is imperative that you do everything in your power to hold Chateau Garde, as I am already in the process of organizing another assault. No, that's where we're at. To dislodge the invaders. Wow. In the process of organizing another assault to dislodge the invaders. Due to the improvidence of my late brother Richard, it could take some time to locate the necessary resources, but rest assured. But rest assured, Constable, relief shall come soon. In the event that the castle should fall before relief arrives, I ask that you put everything of value in the hidden storage room, which lies secret panel. Doors of the besieged castle burn this letter. Yeah. Isn't that interesting? Hidden stuff. Alright, well. Anything else we can check out right here? Not really. Is that... Oh, that's like Tinder. So those are a lot of baguettes. But it's not. How about... What do we got here? Oh boy, I need to... Well, you can kind of check it out. You know what? I actually studied a little bit of Old English, and I don't hardly remember any of it. So let's just use the translator. May 22nd, 1203. The war is not going well. Philip's troops have taken Gournay and Conches. Couchet? I don't know. And have set up camp on the whatever peninsula. With such victories under his belt, it shall not be long before he gathers the confidence to attack. Damn, this is tough to read like this. To attack, because I'm reading up here. To attack Chateauguard. To be honest, King John is less of a strategist than Richard ever was. You're gonna have to excuse a little bit here. I've been imbibing. But, to be honest, King John is less of a strategist than ever Richard was, and I fear that he shall not be able to halt Philip's advancement. It saddens me to see territory won by the Lionheart in fierce bloody battle lost so quickly at the hands of a weaker man. August 11th, 1203. I was awakened this balmy August morning by the sound of clashing armor and men screaming. The inevitable has come to pass. Philip Augustus's troops have attacked the garrisons along the Seine. He has already gained much ground. So sudden and fierce was the assault, as our defenses were weakened in the onslaught. It is likely that the island fort shall fall before relief arrives. If so, Philip will lay in for the siege. Fortunately, our supplies are ample, and we can hold out for many months without relief if necessary. I sent a letter to King John to inform him of the situation. October 27th, 1203. A heroic show of force was mounted by the king's forces this morning. 300 knights, 3,000 horsemen, and 4,000 foot soldiers under the Earl of Pembroke converged on the entrenched Normans, who defended their positions tenaciously. At one point, the siegers appeared ready to flee, like we are from this book, ready to flee under the drive of the assaulting forces, but alas, it was not enough. Philip's men held their ground, and Pembroke's men were forced to retreat. If 7,000 soldiers can't force the Normans from the trenches, the best we can hope to do is hold them at bay. January 12th, 1204. One of my advisors just told me that he has discovered the perpetrator behind several robberies at the castle. He said that his investigation required him to speak with the blacksmith, who was not himself available, but the smith's apprentice was available. The apprentice led on that when the smith is hired to make a lock and key, he often keeps the mold used to cast the key. It was then that my advisor realized he had stumbled upon the perpetrator. He immediately searched the premises, whereupon he discovered the ill-gotten goods and several key molds. I am distressed that in this time, when our very survival depends upon the cooperative efforts of every member of the group, this greedy opportunist is thinking only of himself. It pains me not to be able to make an example of him, but it would only worsen the already waning morale and leave us in the middle of a siege without a blacksmith. Instead, I have chosen to give the smith a stern warning for now. His real punishment shall have to wait. That would be terrible, to be like, okay, they found out, but okay, we're okay. And then like you get done after you survived all that, and it's like, hey, I gotta talk to you. Have a seat. February 15th, 1204. The castle food supplies are getting desperately low. All our hopes lie in a relief effort devised by King John. While troops led by William Marshall occupy the siegers from the landward side, supplies are to be snuck up to the castle from the sign. If the plan doesn't work, our supplies shall be gone within 2 weeks, and the castle shall fall soonly after. Did I say soonly? Shall fall soon after. Soonly? The outer bailey already has been severely weakened. March 6th, 1204. It has become increasingly difficult to find the time to write in my journal. In fact, I'm only writing now because this may be the last chance I get to do so. Despite a valiant effort, King John's relief effort failed, and right on the heels of this tragedy comes another. The outer bailey has fallen. There seems to be little we can do to stop Philip's forces. The few men that are still alive are already starving, and yet we'll now have to cut back rationing to 1 cup of grain per man on every 3rd day. If we don't get relief soon, the castle is doomed. I have taken the precaution of sequestering everything of value in the hidden storage room as King John requested in his last letter to me, and destroying the key. The letter itself also had to be destroyed, as it contained information on the whereabouts of the hidden storage room. And that was all the man wrote. That is it. Can I pull this one up? Private Journal of Roger Delasky. Delasky? 6 to 1202. Hope you're settled in. We got some more journal reading. Some more diary reading. We're going to go steal our siblings' journals. May 17th, 1196. I have arrived today at the glorious Chateau Garde, the care of which has been entrusted me by my lord King Richard while he is away on the Crusades. Nor shall I consider this no small honor, as my lord regards this saucy castle as his daughter and only child. Although, admittedly, I don't know whether to call myself constable or nanny. This magnificent castle sits high atop a ridge of the Les Andelys Mountains. Is that the Andalus? Was it Andalus? Andalus? How does that go? Unchen Andaluse. I don't know. Andalus Mountains, whatever. Looking down defensively over Normandy's Seine River Valley, here it stands before God and all, a constant taunting reminder to Philip, Augustus, of his losses to our most valiant Coeur de Lion. And though the castle's hastily built walls are made of butter, I do not believe that Philip will strike at the taunt. He knows better than to try to take King Richard's most cherished possession. Nevertheless, I shall carry out my duty with all due ceremony. Apparently this man was wrong. This is several years before, right? April 7th, 1199. I learned today of the passing of a great warrior. The Lionheart beats no more. Long live the king. He shall be greatly missed. However, being so sudden and unforeseen, King Richard's death has left England without a king and Chateauguard in a precarious position. Should Philip Augustus learn of King Richard's demise, and I don't doubt he shall, he won't waste time in attempting to retake those lands lost to my lord, beginning with the Saucy Castle. To tell the truth, he has been waiting some time for this opportunity. Until a new king is chosen, whether it be Richard's brother John or his young nephew Arthur, I can only act according to my best judgment. Now, as always, preparedness is a soldier's best defense. Thus, I have fortified the sign and built a palisade around the island fort. I have even had a lock made for the entrance to the hidden storage chamber, the key for which I hid in a secret compartment of the armoire in the king's bedchamber. In the king's chamber! June 1st, 1200. Sadly, our situation at Chateauguard has not improved since King John assumed the throne. The terms of the Treaty of Le Gaulet, are an insult to the English people and to the memory of King Richard the Lionheart. In addition to 20,000 marks relief, our noble king also has returned the Vexin to Philip Augustus. I don't know what that is, but that sounds kind of cool. It makes no sense. If relief was paid to Philip because the Normans held the advantage is only that much greater now. How could he, who once fought at his brother's side, give back so easily the spoils of their efforts, spoils for which English blood was spilled? It is not my position to question the king's actions, but anger consumes me. John has indeed earned the nickname Soft Sword. And yet, miraculously, Chateauguard remains under Angevin rule. Isn't it Anglican? That's the church, right? I guess Angevin is something else. Or another form of it, maybe. Perhaps John could not bear the thought of giving away King Richard's only progeny. However, with Richard gone and 20,000 marks of English currency remains... What the heck? Oh, I see. Gone and 20,000 marks of English currency to finance his troops, Philip shall surely try to change that. God knows he has never been one to honor a treaty. This is, 2 years later, April 16th, 1202. It took longer than I thought, but Philip's obsession has finally become more than he can bear. The traitor's feigned support of the... I don't know. Has given him the excuse he was looking for to declare war upon the royal house of England, and so he has begun his quest to restore the Norman Empire in his name. And that would bring us to the present day. And I can't get out. So that is quite interesting, and that gives more of an account of what's going on here, and that led up to it. I don't think we can read any of this, right? Because we were looking at this before, but we can't. So, no. There really isn't much else going on in this particular room. If Arthur has anything else to say, we can see if he has anything, but I think we already checked all this out. Right? Yeah, we did. There's really not much going on. I think that was a person down there. When it was like kind of colored with red and whatever, but that's about it. So... on the next episode, we will continue. Yeah,